Oh, I'm so excited too. Number one, you Tyrannus fan. Gosh, you clicked on this thing really fast. Can you hear me all right? Can everyone hear me? I tested the audio a second ago and it was a little rough. But then okay, yes. That sounds great. Hi, Xander, G-Tag, how you doing? Oh, hello everyone. Got so many people here. Wow. I really did not expect actually so many people would show up. Gosh, this is so many. You would think I had 50,000 subscribers or something. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. Is this some kind of Gary the Gremlin? Gah. Thank you, Moon Shark. That's pretty funny. Um, Hope you all. Thank you. Thank you, number one, you Tyrannus fan. I think my hair looks bad right now because I've been wearing it in a hat all day. What am I unboxing today? We've got a whole thing. We've got lots of stuff. Number one, and people are not going to like this because I'm bad at pronouncing dinosaur names. I know it's a big surprise. Number one dinosaur fan can't pronounce dinosaur names worth crap. This is Mosasaurus. Is that the correct pronunciation of Mosasaurus? Is it Mosasaurus or Mosasaurus? Who's saying it looks like a Triceratops? Oh, well, yeah. That's another big boy. We've got a couple ceratopsians today. This is the Xenoceratops. Okay, thank you, Osip. It looks like I said it right. Yep, that's what everyone's saying. This is the Xenoceratops from Creative Beast Studios. A pretty cool looking dude. I got this one on an amazing sale. I got this for 45 bucks, which I feel is pretty good. Because usually it goes for like 90, right? What are people saying? The spark in my chest alerted me to remember to watch this from American Acro. That's great. Yeah, Beast of the Mesozoic. I love their figures. Me too. Yes, Osip, it was a steal. My day is going good. Anthony Mouse Maua recently got Hammond Collection Stego. What are some tips? Have fun with it. It's a great toy. We got to keep going. Here is our Sinoceratops, which some people really freaked out when I posted this earlier today. Because they're like, how did you get it? It's not supposed to be out yet. Some people have had this for months now. I got mine, I think Thanksgiving Day, it got delivered, but I was out of town, so I didn't get to come pick it up for a minute. Gosh, chat is just moving so fast. So I'm going to go through everything, and then I'll go back and I'll read chat and I'll answer some questions, okay? So Sino, Xeno, Muso, and we've got a mystery brown box here that we'll start with because honestly, it's the least exciting one. And then probably actually the least exciting one is this giant Evangelion model kit. I'm a giant fan of Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's an anime. I don't really even like anime. I just love this one because it's beautiful. And I know most of you are just Dino fans, but I think we will have a separate stream at some point to build this because it's a model kit. But it's one of the blockies ones, so it's very easy to put together. I got this at an awesome giant hobby store, and I've been wanting to do some model kit stuff for a while because I love that. But I just wanted to show that off. Look at this big, gorgeous box. Okay. Do you guys like the setup, by the way? I feel like I don't show it that often because even though I'm a giant dinosaur fan, I love my robots, and they kind of just sit all here as well as my dinosaurs. These are kind of some of my favorite little dinos. That's why they're in every video. Okay, let me respond to chat for a second. My taco cost 51. Who's Taco? Which one of these is Taco? Okay. Fossils New says, Gary, please say my name so my life will be complete. I hope you've gotten contentment now. I hope you've found your peace in the world. Gary, show us the Brachiosaurus. I don't think it's here anymore. I think I took it back to my parents' place. Oh, sorry. the Hammond collection one is here, but it's in my roommate's closet because it's so big and he has a massive closet that I keep it back there so it doesn't take up a third of my room because that toy is massive. Dino Defender, love that guy. My girlfriend is being mean to me right now. Can you tell her to shut up? No, I won't. But she should be nice to you. You guys, that's your own thing. I'm not a couples therapist. Oh, I'm getting Sino tomorrow from Dillysaurus. That's great. Osip says I absolutely hate the underbelly. Are you talking about Sino? Was that back when I said that? Kind of looks all right. I don't know. We'll get to it. I can die happy knowing Garrett has responded to me. I'm glad I can do that. Do I like dino figures or Transformers more? Probably dinosaurs. I think I've liked them longer, but the Transformers are usually more fun to play with. Probably my favorite out of all of them is the big Studio Series Ultra Magnus. Okay, yeah, good. I saw your answer, Osip. Scutosaurus for the win. Of course, absolute Scutama. Oh, are we lagging bad right now? Well, I kind of just answered favorite Transformers, but uh-oh. Gosh, I mean, things look good on my end, but it could be my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is not the best in the world. Okay, some people it's not lagging. Hammond Collection Dimetrodon is on Amazon for $60. Thank you, Free Schlep, and I wish I would be willing to put out that amount of money for it, but yikes. Kinda Nutty asks a question that I knew we were going to get, which is what's your opinion on the Nanmu toys? I love the look of them. The Nanmu toys look amazing, but unfortunately they cost so much more than the Hammond collection, and usually more than Beast of the Mesozoic. So I pay like normal price for Xenoceratops is $70, and you get an absolutely massive Ceratopsian figure, right? And normal price for like a Nanmu figure is like $70, and you get something that's like this big, 1/35th scale. And when we're talking like, Hammond collection is relatively cheaper because you get a 1/18th scale dinosaur. This cost me like $22, I think, because I think I had a bit of a sale on it. Point is, with my buying power, I can get 4 Hammond collection figures, or I can get 1 Nanmu dinosaur. The Spinosaurus, the Stegosaurus, and the 3 small ones. What was that? Tiger Raptor, Stygimoloch, and I have to look at my collection. Troodon. Those 5 figures together cost the same amount as the Berserker Empress from Nanmu. So, peak spotted Xenoceratops. You're right, Banana Pursoar. Yeah, the scaling is a bit weird. Raptor Vera 66. That's why I kind of have stayed away from Nanmu for the most part. That, and I have some friends that have told me about them, and it sounds like they can have some pretty loose joints. Can you show us channel mascot Action Master Grimlock Harrison Stanford? You got that. Let me go get him. Gary the live stream, or like Gary the Gone. I'm not on camera. This is Action Master Grimlock. He can barely stand. If we try to put him on this box, he's gonna fall over. That's how it is. I love Megaraptorids, Trigger Diggers, Skibbity What? That's a long nickname. People are still on Friday. You guys need to move on to Sunday. Well, listen, my week moves a bit slower. Okay, we are going to go ahead and start with the unboxing. It's probably going to be harder for me to respond to messages while we're doing that, but just know I love you guys, and I'm very thankful for the people watching right now. You guys are amazing. My Googly Gang, I love you guys. This is not the most surprising thing. Can you say my name? Yes. King Connor, you got it. Do a 100K sub special just eating a Hammond collection figure. Guys, if you had to eat a Hammond Collection figure, which one would you eat? For your money, you gotta eat a Hammond Collection one. I think I'd eat the baby T-Rex. He looks kind of small. Do you like dragons? Please say my name, please. Nilo the Dragon Tamer. I can tell that you like dragons. I've seen some of the How to Train Your Dragon toys, and they look pretty cool. And I love that movie back when it came out when I was a kid. But I don't know. I don't really... The Beasts of the... Well, it's not Beasts of the Mesozoic. It's Creative Beast Studios. The Kurokami looks amazing. Hammond Collection Brachiosaurus if I'm hungry. Okay, let's see what... Buck T-Rex, Tiger Raptor. I just finished fighting my dog. I'm not saying 6'7". I guess I just said it. You sound like my little cousin. Not the desk the dad did. What? Okay, that's great. We'll eat the Tiger Raptor. Say you swear 6'7". I like the Bayverse movies just fine. I really like the first one a lot, but then the others I'm kind of, eh. What could be behind this cardboard box? Good. Let's get guesses. What is behind this? I will tell you it's a Hammond Collection figure, but which one do you think is behind here? American Acro says new video ideas. Which Hammond Collection figure tastes the best? I'm going to go ahead from experience and say it's the Spinosaurus. I've kissed that one a lot. Tastes fine. People say Scutosaurus. Sino. He's not going to fit here. Dryosaurus. I wish. Atrociraptor. But Raptor Rave 66 gets it right. It is Troodon. I know I already have this guy, but he was on a good deal for Black Friday. He was just $10. So I figured I'd pick up a second one because I have an idea I want to do. I don't have this figure with me right now, so I can't show it off, but I want to repaint this into the Velociraptorix. Catman Gal, you have it. I am going to repaint it. I think it would be really sweet with that kind of tan color scheme. Tan, red, and white. American Acro says with tongue. Yeah, I kiss my Spinosaurus goodnight every day. People are getting ads. I thought I had ads off. I don't know how, because this is my first live stream ever. I don't know how to turn ads off during the live stream. Sorry, I'll figure that out at some point, but we're really figuring it out right now. Did you know that there's 2 Tyrannosaurus species? I think there's 3, right? Tyrannosaurus Rex, Tyrannosaurus Regina, and isn't there a new one they named? But, okay. Ooh, the Dinosaur Revolution Utah Raptor would look cool on the Troodon. That or the Primeval Deinonychus? Is it technically Deinonychus? I forget. I think they just called it Raptor in the show. There's this really cool record store. I never talk about that on here, but I collect records as well as dinosaurs and Transformers. And they have all the seasons of Primeval on DVD, but it would be like $30. But I've thought about it a lot because I used to watch that show all the time as a wee lung Gary. Hammond Collection goat would be the goat. Yeah, it would. That'd be amazing. Oh, Tyrannosaurus Regina isn't valid. The new one is Macrocent. I ain't got time to read all that. I'm kidding. That's a hard word to say. I live with my loose jointed figure. Ooh. Mattel T-Rex Grimlock Custom would be cool, and I think impossible. Why does this have little plastic ties holding it in? You would think. Okay. I'm going to have little plastic ties all over my desk at the end of this video. Would you guys like a Gary ASMR? Anyone here watch Martin Presents? Martin Presenta? I love that channel. His stuff is so funny. And I don't want to copy him, but I think Hammond Collection ASMR would be pretty cool. Being here has convinced me to order the boy. Oh! I hope you enjoy the Xeno. You know, I want to see if I do. So that's why we're doing this video. Let's get that itty bitty tail out. It's like a little worm or a little pasta noodle. What's my favorite Mega Raptor? It has to be Mipe. Because Mipe is the funniest dinosaur name out there. Gary X Gaming Beaver boxing match. I'm not sure who would win that. What do you guys think? How do I put a poll? Start a poll. Yeah, new pterosaur got discovered by Ancient Vomit. I think that's the coolest thing. I saw what's her name? Is her name just Dinosaur Lover? I follow her on YouTube and TikTok and all that, and she made a video about it. Is where I saw it, and that's such a cool thing. Okay, I finally got all the ties done. Let's just pull them out. We know how this goes. He's kind of the least exciting one because I have nothing new to say on him because I just plan on repainting him. And this might hurt some of you, but I do not keep these boxes. So say goodbye. This is going to the trash can. I feel like that's probably my most controversial thing I regularly do. Please answer me. Do you have a crush on your Spinosaurus figure? A little bit. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say it's official, but yeah, RIP box. Yeah, the Hammond Collection Troodon has the worst box art. Bring it back out. Oh gosh, it developed new things. Get back in there. That's just that render of, or it's the image of the Jurassic Park 2 Raptor, I think. And they've just like painted it. It looks nothing like this. What? It's like 1 a.m. I can finally sleep. Dude, go to bed. Go to bed. Ooh. What's my favorite non-Hammond Collection Mattel figure? That's kind of tough. It's either the Pyroraptor, this guy right here, the parrot colored one. Let's bring him in. I love this cutie because he's so pretty. Or that's a tough one. I really love the original Extreme Chompin' T-Rex. That's a great toy. Guys, I'm not winning in a fight with a gaming beaver. I'm sorry. Number one Utyrannus fan says I deep fry the boxes and feed them to the Protoceratops. That's pretty great. Frying Nemo, you made pasta just for me. That's so sweet. That's so kind. What poses, Gary? Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I saw the sorry, I'm responding to Lagoji95's comment. Gary, hi, I got the Hammond Collection Troodon and Legacy Reimagined Giga and Therizinosaurus set, the one with the 3-foot box for only $65. It's pretty good. I saw that it was on sale for like $55 over the Black Friday weekend, which was pretty great. So here's one Troodon, if you will, and give me one moment. Ah! I forget, I've still got the microphone on when I'm off camera. Here's one Troodon. Here is two Troodon, if you will. Look at them, they're best friends. Maybe more than friends. That's inappropriate. Don't be doing that. That's not good. What is your favorite dinosaur? Please answer with a cute dinosaur emojis. Probably Borealopelta, Diplodocus, and T-Rex. I know T-Rex is kind of basic, and Diplodocus is a little basic, but those are just 3 that I really like. Osip is a member. I kind of have to do what he says, and they say do a backflip, so I hope you didn't mean me, because this big old bod cannot do a backflip. There is no way. Next up, I think I want to do the Xeno. Watch, he's so big when I drop him, he's going to shake the whole, all these Transformers are going to move. Probably shouldn't be doing that. Thank you so much, Lagoji. Said they love the custom Spino, the Tadpole Derp. I do really love what I was able to do with that one. It's pretty great. My day's going pretty good, Fringe Shrimp. It's a good good username. Love that. Ooh. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? Good times? Got to see family? I feel like that's what's really important. The foot of the Xenoceratops alone looks better than the Jurassic World Sinoceratops, which is something I wholeheartedly agree on. Okay, we're just going to move down the camera a bit. Oh, no. You can't see that. That's my Zoom recorder. Illegal. Yep. Pachysaurus 10-8 macaroni. Yeah, me too. It was pretty good. For Thanksgiving, I went with my girlfriend to her family Thanksgiving, which was good. And then I came back for just one day to see my parents and my family to put up Christmas decorations. And then rushed back here. This live stream was originally supposed to be at 3, but I kind of got caught up in traffic, and you know how things are. So it's been a hectic weekend. It's been a hectic week. But all the Black Friday shopping I did really got me some cool stuff. Look at this. I don't know how well you can see this. This knot, it's like a knot. It's not just twisted up. It's like woven in and out. Why are they making it impossible for me to steal it? I am trying to steal it. Gosh. I might just put the scissors on this bad boy. Get him out. Yeah, King Mousy, scissors. Cut it. I like having twist ties. They're fun. No, I almost reached for the scissors, but I changed my mind. This is the fun part of unboxing a figure, guys. Catnap Yazdan 2. Gary left the chat, y'all. I am here. I'm alive in America. Would you rather fight a T-Rex with a lightsaber or a Spinosaurus with a minigun? Spinosaurus with a minigun. Because T-Rex is a beast. And also, I don't want to have to get close range. What do you think of bison? I love bison. King Connor. Hey, should I get the Hammond Collection Giga next or Spino? Giganotosaurus is pretty cool. I like that figure a lot, but it's, you know, entirely personal preference. Only going to bed when Gary responds to me, Fossils New. Well, I mean, it'd mean a lot to me if you watch the stream, but also you should get your rest. I stayed up way too late last night watching the season of Stranger Things. I've been debating on which Achilobator to get from Creative Beast Studio, the Cyberzoic or Mesozoic. I really love my Cyberzoic one. I like the color scheme more. I do not believe they still have the Dimension. Okay, I think Big Xeno is finally free. Gary, you're my Lord and Savior, second to Beckel Spinax. Is Beckel Spinax real? That might be a not nice question to ask, but I know Alta Spinax is real. Boop. Free. Let's get all these little things out of the way. So long, Stinky. Get that box out of here. You should get the Fans Choice Pachyrhinosaurus, Joseph Burton. I want it. I want it really bad. There's not many figures I want more than that. Okay. Pretty sure Beckel is Alta Spinax. Yeah, okay. King Connor made a post on the community page 5 seconds ago. It's pretty cool. I love the community page. Seeing y'all stuff is awesome. What if Beckel Spinax is actually a concavinator in a suit? Guys, I think Spinovenator 89 is onto something. That's too many T-Rex emojis. Yeah, it's a great figure. I love the Hammond Collection Allosaurus. Oh yeah, go get your Cosmoceratops and Spicky Splips. I had a tail here a minute ago. I threw the box away without getting the tail out like an idiot. Come on. I think a Hammond Collection Mosasaurus isn't the worst idea, but I also think there's better things we could be doing with that, right? Because a Hammond Collection Mosasaurus is, I feel like, only going to be a little bit better than a mainline Mosasaurus, right? Than a super colossal one. So I'd rather, because we get like a limited number of Hammond Collection slots each year, I'd rather get something else, like Titanosaurus or something. Lagoji pisses him off how bad the Hammond Collection prices are after they're done being stocked. Yeah, it really sucks. Almost 100 viewers. Guys, everyone go tell your friends. Let's see if we can get to 100 million. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, I don't forget the card. I'll go get it. Don't worry. We're just kind of just playing here. Not really doing full review. Yeah. Okay. Nobody leave. We're going to be back in 2 seconds. I have to go heat this up with a hairdryer to get it in. Okay. Love you. Bye. Oh my gosh. Dude. What is going on? Sorry, guys. I hope you guys kept yourselves entertained. This is not going on. I blasted this thing. From that Gary the Gremlin strength that I'm always going on about. It's what I used to rip off the Carnotaurus tail. But finally got it on. I'm sweating because it got so hot. Could you guys hear the hairdryer? Thank you, Lagoji. Could you guys actually hear the hairdryer? Could you hear me struggling in there, swearing at this beautiful, gorgeous Xenoceratops? Look at that. Woo. Ooh, he's so pretty. Honestly, gosh, let me get a look at you. Woo. The colors on this one are so fantastic. I love a yellow dinosaur. I keep putting it this way because I think on camera it should move that way. What happened while I was gone? Gary, we need you to send a message to Mattel demanding a Hammond Collection Locust with burning aura accessory. What makes you think that Mattel would ever listen to me after that Hammond Collection Buck review where I roasted the hell out of them? I don't think they're going to be friends with me ever. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out how to turn ads off, but I think I accidentally made it on. Holden makes things says, Gary, I love your video so much. That's very sweet. Thank you. Check view count. 116. That's pretty great. How did we how did we gain viewers while I was gone? You guys like the video so much more when I wasn't here yapping at you, blabbering? So far, I'm really liking the Xenoceratops. It's really great looking. Kind of a gorgeous thing. Gary, I don't think Buck liked that. I heard he's hunting you down and you have 99 missed calls from him. Oh, that's funny. Oh. Straighten these legs out. It could be a bit of a pain, but once you get it. This is our Xeno, who's very pretty. This was the first ever Beast of the Mesozoic Ceratopsian series figure revealed. So it has a really big place in my heart. I feel bad for the Xenoceratops. A lot of people are xenophobic. You know, I'm gonna go through this comment section later. I'm sorry I'm missing so many messages because you know, I'm busy doing this. But so many of the things you guys are saying are really funny. What do I think the next Hammond Collection figure will be? I think realistically, we're going to get some more novel figures. I think the big, large carnivore for next year is either going to be T-Rex, Red Rex from the novel, or I think it's going to be the Indominus Rex. I really hope it's the Indominus Rex. Holy moly. Gary the Gremlin face reveal. Oh, sweet. Reptilian King 8353. Gary, I used your method with Facebook Marketplace and I scored a Jurassic World Dominion Yang Chungosaurus for $4. That's pretty great. It's a pretty good price for, what looks like a decent figure. Novel Carno, please, please. I would love if we get that. That would be pretty great. Even if it's just a repaint, but it would be lovely if it's a completely new sculpt and smaller to be more realistic. I would like that a lot. Yeah, unfortunately, I think if Mattel does a Red Rex, they are just going to straight repaint the Buck, and I would not like that to happen. If I could pick any animal for Creative Beast Studios to make next, that's a tough question. What dinosaurs do I feel like they're missing? There's really not many. I guess I would want a Mipe. I would want a Megaraptor like that. Ironic that they're called Megaraptor. I do. There's a funny story. So Alan Bello says, Gary, I need you to go add a Spino drawing on your whiteboard. I've had Megatron here for I think over a year now. Yeah, because I drew it Halloween 2024. So I never said this on the channel anywhere, but I said this was going to stay up until I reviewed Studio Series 86 Megatron. I'd still have not managed to get that figure. continues to elude me, which is really upsetting. But as soon as I get that figure, I'm going to probably redraw it every week for every review because I think that would be fun. Would I get Hammond Collection Scorpius Rex if it came out? That's a tough one. I've actually thought about that a lot because I really don't like Scorpius Rex. I don't know if I would get the Hammond Collection one or a D-Rex. I don't think I'd get a Hammond Collection one either. I saw that comment. That's a silly comment. Draw Boreal Pelta on the whiteboard. That would be really cute. Why are people saying Gary the Gooner? That's insane. I can't believe anybody's ever made that joke before. Okay, everybody kiss Xenoceratops goodnight. Here he comes in. Mwah! There he is. Ooh. I just threw him a solid 3 feet onto my bed. Next up, we got the Mosasaurus. The little Mosasaurus. I need to keep this box intact so I can show it off in the review because I usually like doing that. What poses should I do with my Hammond Collection Stego and Allosaurus? They're staring at my mini Christmas tree now. Make them hug each other. They love each other. Your Banana Purser says this is the most hyped figure. This is the figure he's most hyped for, which is interesting. Mosasaurus is kind of like a, I don't know. Oh, it's stapled onto the box. I don't hate Mosasaurus. Dude seems cool. But, you know, whatever. I wish we could get more film dinos. And I wish the novel dinos we got looked better. I do not like Ornitholestes that much. I think he looks rough. Dryosaurus looks fine, but I wish they went more for the, what's it called? The Jurassic World Evolution design for the Dryosaurus, the game. And Mosasaurus, it just looks a little ugly. I would, however, die for a Hammond Collection Plateosaurus, just a full size, like one of these that's bigger, pretty much. Gary, for Christmas, turn one of your brackies into a Christmas tree. I think I will. My day has been good. Cha-cha-cha-cha-maru. That's a fun name to say. They do have Hammond Collection Allosaurus in stock on BBTS. Thank you for telling everyone, Lagoji. And if you guys want to go get that, make sure to go click on one of my Big Bad Toy Store collaboration videos and go buy one because it helps me out. And it makes it possible for me to do more reviews and more collaborations. And I love Big Bad Toy Store so much. That's, you know, an ideal partner for the channel. Dryo's mouth looks cursed. It really does. We need to experiment with the Sinoceratops, but I just do not like the idea of the swappable mouths. Karishma JT says, Gary, what should I have for dinner? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. I think it depends on how long this stream goes. Who's more ugly, Scorpius Rex or Troodon Box Icon? That is a really, actually, tough question. Oh, goodbye, King Connor. It was good to have you. He says, hey, Gary, I'm going to go, but I love the stream. Thanks. It's very nice. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. Chicken stars. Yeah, actually, who was it that's dinner earlier? Krishma, you should have dino nuggies for dinner, of course. If there was anything on this channel you should have for dinner, it would be dinosaur nuggets. Deep fried Dryosaurus. Yeah, I'm really hungry, so I'm probably going to have a Hammond Collection Brachiosaurus for dinner. I don't know. Maybe today isn't a dinner day. That's kind of sad. You should eat dinner. I'm in Wisconsin, so I only buy from them when I buy online, but I get my figures really fast. Yeah, isn't their home base is in Michigan, right? Joe Halley, YouTube. Bye, Gary. See you next time. Thank you, Joe. Good having you. What was your question, Sakuna? Gary, you're almost at 60K. Why not try to do a Godzilla review? I'd need a Godzilla figure to get. Here's our muso, a little muso soup. We're going to put that tail on him. If it'll go, we might have to squeeze him in. Ooh! Did you hear that click? It was loud. Whoa! Look at this. The tail has paint the entire way around it. I genuinely don't think I've seen that on a Hammond Collection figure before, which is something to say, right, guys? If you were at gunpoint, would you sacrifice your Hammond Collection Brachio or Hammond Collection Rex? Hammond Collection Rex, hands down. I don't think I even need to be at gunpoint to do that. Right? First Hammond Collection wave to have only one buy, Vanny HPP. Yeah. What figure did you get? I get that this wave, I think, is pretty mid. I think that's going to be probably on the thumbnail of the review is going to be mid or meh. Wait till you see the Sino underbelly. Does it have big problems? I think actually Plato's pretty cute. Or Plato. His name's not Plato. His name is what's his name? General. I mean, like, one buy from anyone in general, and it's you from this stream owning this one. Oh, well, I still have the Sino. We're going to get to him. I ordered every figure from this wave. I think the one I'm most excited for is the Dryosaurus, because I just really love Dryosaurus. But the Sino doesn't look half bad. It's one of those cases. It's like the Giganotosaurus or the Therizinosaurus. I hate the Sino design, but the toy looks pretty good. Little Plato. You know, and now that I'm actually looking at him, I kind of like his evil eyes and his little bird-like face. And he looks like he'll be fun. I keep going the wrong direction, guys. It looks like he'll be fun to mess around with and take photos with. He looks like he could be another little contender for, like, wacky buddy up here, you know? And very interesting, as American Acro says, get out the swap out hands. Yeah, he comes with swappable hands, which is kind of a first for the Hammond Collection. All these figures, I think, have it. I keep going the wrong direction. It's horrible. Vanny HP says, I'm trying to remember, though, when these guys appear in the novel. I have that. Let me get it. Because I had to search that as well. When I originally made a short about the reveal of these, I completely forgot that these are in the novel. Just very briefly. It's when Levine gets to Isla Sorna. This is my lovely copy I got at a thrift store of The Lost World. It's got this fantastic map with all the dinosaurs around it. I love these illustrations. It's so cool. And at some point, it mentions Levine getting to the island for the first time, and he finds a bunch of Mosasaurus. Where is it? It's early on in the book. Story time. Do you guys like that? Let me see if I can find it. If I can't, I'm going to take a minute to do this, and if I can't, I'll give up. Anyways, one thing that I do like is that the book describes the Mosasaurus as blue, I think. I could be misremembering, but I believe it describes it as blue, and it describes it as being, like, 7 inches long because it was an outdated idea. But it still describes it as being blue, and this figure is pretty blue. Good job. Same cannot be said for the Ornitholestes, which is described in the book as being like a bright lime green, and they made the figure orange and feathered, which I like my feathered dinosaurs, but if we're going for, like, book accuracy, I'd rather have them be accurate. So give me a lime green Ornitholestes with no feathers and with the big inaccurate nose crest because that would be accurate. Okay, I have not looked at the chat in half a second because I really needed to Gary the rant about that. Um, Raptor Rave 66. If you want a Godzilla fig for 60K, get a Hiya Toys one. That is what would happen, and I would get the what's it called? The GMK Godzilla. That's my favorite Godzilla design. We need a Hammond Collection Krylophosaurus or Eutyrannus. Eutyrannus is maybe the figure I would want the most. Okay. So far, I think the vibe on this guy is pretty good. I like him. He seems kind of maybe... It's just like, he's a great feeling figure and a great looking figure. It's just like design-wise, you know, this isn't in a movie. This doesn't have any big staying power like the Stiggy Moloch or something has. You know? But he's cute. I like him. Wow, everyone's going to repaint Theory. That's okay. I have never listened to Jamie Page. I don't really know who that is. What do you think about the new Hammond Collection dinosaur? Pretty cool. Giga is my favorite dino of all time, and he's too expensive. Yeah, it's true. He's really expensive. My favorite Jurassic franchise hybrid is probably the Indominus Rex. Just, you know, I feel like that was the movie that actually handled the idea of a hybrid the best. Last up, well, actually not last up, because we've got the Ava. Where did I put that? Over there. We're opening the Sino now, the biggest one. Ooh, if you have $60 to spend on Beast the Mesozoic, I think you should just wait to see the best deal you can get on a Ceratopsian, like a big one. Here's Sino. Woo! Guys, a portal just opened up. What? I will not agree that Fallen Kingdom is truly good and overhated. I have been thinking, however, about repainting my Legacy Brachiosaurus into the Jurassic Park 3 one. It just would hurt to me mentally to repaint that figure because, you know, I've had it for so long. It's kind of been an important part of my collection that I kind of just want to leave it untouched. But I was thinking about that deeply this weekend. I was like, should I repaint that one? Because it'd be so easy to do, wouldn't it? What's Mattel's worst enemy and a billion question marks? Me. I'm Mattel's worst enemy. Mattel, let's take it to the ring. Let's fight it out. I'm kidding. I don't hate Mattel. I just, sometimes I wish they would do things that made sense. Gary, I posted Aloe and Stego hugging. That's pretty sweet. I'll go check that out later. What's your favorite Allosaurus species? I guess I'm not really strong either way on which Allosaurus I like more. I think maybe just at heart, I'd say I like Gibbetsini more. Horn and mouth. Now, the way they're in there, it's kind of like I'd have to pull this out to get them out, which I don't really want to do. And I don't want to rip it. How do I get this out? Do you think the Joker looks at Jurassic World Sinoceratops and loves it and think it's a good design? Yes, I think he does. I think the Jonkler sits there and goes, "Woo, Batman! This is the best Ceratopsian." That's not a good Joker voice. I'm sorry, guys. You know what? I'm going to throw this box away anyways. Why do I care? We're going to push this out. There's the little jaw part. Let's get that fixed horn out. Ah. Here's our Sino. Tailless. Almost matches the color of my sweatshirt, doesn't it? Ooh, rubber tail. Get that in there. How did you get the Hammond Collection figures a day early? I guess just, you know, Target shipped them to me now. I can't really change that. I wish I could. I wish I could make them ship earlier. It's got that weird thing. I talked about it in the Stego review, and I think the Scutosaurus has it too. May he rest in peace. Um, where the legs are sculpted differently, right? Like they're strange. Look at the belly. I mean, it hangs down a little low, but frankly, I think with the Sinoceratops, there's bigger issues than the belly. I think just the whole figure. What do you think is so bad about the belly, Osip? Oh, thank you, Raptor Rave, for coming. Bye bye. Have a good one. What is my opinion on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh yeah, I mean it's true. Osip says that it's like 50% painted, which is entirely true. But unfortunately, I'm not really surprised by that. I feel like that's kind of Hammond Collection standard to paint half of it. I'm trying to see. Are there any others where the paint kind of stops halfway? I think on the Therizinosaurus does it, or no? True FX. Well, yeah. Hey, Gunner the Gremlin. At least it is not as bad as the Hammond Collection trike. I think this is a little bit improvement over that. It is really hard to draw a Ceratopsian's crest. It's rough. Yes, premium collector figure, by the way. I feel like the paint on this one isn't half bad. The underbelly's not good, but there's these nice orangish spots here, and I do like the stripes go down a fair amount. And on the head, the paint looks pretty good. The mouth is stupid. The mouth was designed by a caveman because it can't close. You have to... What? Come on. It's not easy to do, I don't think. They took his mouth. Why would you design it this way? Is it really that hard to just make an articulating jaw? Yeah, the ceratopsians are very small in the Hammond Collection, which is rough. I think it's just that the carnivores are oversized. Look at that sheepish looking little dude. Looks like a grandma. Looks like a middle-aged man. You're like, oh, I have to go to work today. Is that the vibe you want from your dinosaur? I really hate the Sinoceratops design, and I really thought, honestly, about not getting it. But I think it's kind of my duty to review it, because, you know, I feel like I mostly am a Hammond Collection reviewer, honestly. I talk about dinosaurs all the time. Can confirm that's what my grandma looks like. The freak of nurture says. True. Gary put the Sino next to a 1/18 scale figure. Yeah, we're doing that. I'm going to put it next to the Xenoceratops because for those that don't know, let's get it here where it works good in the shot. This is the Sinoceratops, and the Xenoceratops that we had earlier in the stream is in the same size, like this body mold. The only difference between this and the Beast of the Mesozoic Sinoceratops is the head sculpt. So this is the same body and size of an accurate Sinoceratops. Look at how different it is. He's even further back in the camera, but look how much bigger Xeno is. I mean, he's half an inch taller and he's 3 inches longer. It's not right. And also look at how this one is like proportioned like an animal. And this is kind of proportioned like a cinder block that someone attached feet to. And this one has actual feet with individual toes, and it's got the, you know, the correct kind of vestigial toes that don't have fingernails. This one just has elephant feet. Because Jurassic World, despite being, you know, one of the biggest movie franchises, it's still behind 40 years in paleontology news. They don't know that ceratopsians exist, really. Have you watched the Jurassic World Lego shows because they give more lore on the park when it was opened in the Indominus Rex siblings? I mean, I think I watched that back when I was like a kid. Yeah, cinder block, right? Holy nerfed. In life, you may feel like Jurassic World Sinoterrors, but everyone here is Beast of the Mesozoic Xenoceratops. That's a really sweet thing to say, and it's a good message. Is the Sino bigger than the Triceratops from Hammond Collection? I think it's the same size. I can tell you. Who's this? Surprise reveal. Someone joins the battle. Gosh, this is confusing. This is the original Sinoceratops, which I believe on the packaging said Sinoceratops, or it said Pachyrhinosaurus. Clearly someone didn't get the memo and designed the wrong thing. I'll talk about it more in the review, but this is kind of an infamous moment in Jurassic World toy history. But side by side, you know, they're going for such different things. I also repainted this one a little bit that it's hard to set, like, really compare these, because like look at how different those head sculpts are. Oof. Right? I really love the Beast of the Mesozoic or Sinoceratops. If we're honest, I should have skipped this Hammond Collection wave, and I should have just bought the Sinoceratops from Beast of the Mesozoic. I do really like the colors, though. That's the one saving grace this figure has. It may have the world's ugliest head sculpt, and it may look disgusting, and it may have one of the worst scenes in Fallen Kingdom, but, you know, it is green. Interesting to see. Look at that. The head crest is made out of rubber, and I think it's just the whole head sculpt, but it's more malleable up here. So I guess it's just so it doesn't break. Boop, boop. Okay, well, we've got, I put the new horn on right there, but if we pull it off pretty easily, we've got the broken horn, which is fun. I really like them taking this attention to detail. I wish they would have done it with some older figures, like the Allosaurus, if it had a swappable head sculpt so you could make it blind like it is. Come on out. There we go. I'm worried about the longevity of these because these pegs are so tall, and they're kind of attached at a point where you really have to bend them to get them out. I'm afraid they'll snap in the future. There's the open mouth. A little bit sad to see that the glass eyes have gone, especially because this eye is painted very poorly. You can see it. Let me try to rest it and see if my laptop can focus. Okay, well, it's not going to focus, but trust me, this eye is painted. Worst scenes. Isn't that the whole movie? Yeah, the whole movie is terrible. And Sally Epello 7006 says, where is Evangelion Unit 1? And that's a good question. It's our last guy. We've been live for an hour, and I'm getting hungry, and my voice is hurting. So we're probably going to wrap this up kind of soon. But here's this big gal. I'm pretty kind of loosey-goosey on the old pronouns for this one, because it is a gal. We know that. Because it's what? Shinji's mom? Evangelion's so confusing, man. Have you watched the new Prehistoric Planet season? I have not yet. I really want to. Here's when like 70 people leave. Don't do that to me, Pachysaurus. People love blockies. People will stay for that, won't you? Oof. Yeah, I've just been so excited to try blockies, right? But they hadn't really made anything I was super compelled on, because I don't really like the chibi kind of cartoony stuff. I really like, you know, scale models like this, and this one looks pretty good. Oh, wow. I mean, we're going to put this all back in, but I didn't realize that it was going to be like in bags. Every other model kit I've ever got has had, you know, like just the runners are in there loose. I've never seen one where it's like packaged like a Lego set. I'm not going to build this tonight. That'll be a separate stream. But I just wanted to open it up and make a mess of my review zone. Here's our instruction booklet. Looks like it has some really cool glow-in-the-dark kind of neon parts, which is awesome. Seems like pretty clear instructions, right? Yeah, Vanny HPP. This part of the stream is exclusively for you. Le Seagull guy says the new Action Edition 04 Prime is basically 1-1 with the movie design. I really recommend it. Yeah, he looks cool. I was at Walmart recently and I saw for $5 each they had a random assortment of classic class blockies. They had Optimus Primal in robot mode. They had Movie 1 Megatron, and they had Mirage and Scourge. And all of those were $5 each. You know, that's taken down an extreme amount. So I didn't get any because I'm a cheapskate. I try to save my money. These toys are bought kind of tactfully, smartly. Ooh. Hey, look at this pretty cool card. I like that a lot. If you want to find blockies on Facebook, there's your QR code. Trigger Digger Skibbity What says, Gary, question before I leave, what carnivore should I get from Hammond Collection? You know, whatever your vibe is. I don't think there's really a bad carnivore, frankly, in the Hammond Collection. Maybe start with whatever's cheapest to find, because that's kind of how it goes. Hope you enjoyed your little sneak peek of this. We're putting them away. I want to get Blocky's Miku. I think you should get that. Thoughts for Jack's Pacific? They have some pretty cool stuff. Lagoji, bye. I hope you enjoy dinner. I'm going to grab everything we've thrown over so we can have the full unboxing, guys, together. Xeno, Sino, Troodon, second Troodon, and Mosasaurus. Get all these guys together on the shelf. Oh gosh, now I can't remember which one was my original Troodon. They're identical. Oops. I feel like I wanted to know which one was the OG, but now I just have doubles that look the exact same. See if I can find a... Ooh, wait, maybe Muso is hard to balance from what I'm seeing right now. I don't want to have to balance it on the tail. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, wait, it's balanced on its tail. Slide him in over there. Gary, I'm back because I yearn for the knowledge of if I should get a Bisa Mesozoic Enosaurus for $30. That doesn't sound bad. I think you should get that. Get more and make a pack of Troodons. Yeah, I don't know. I do like the Troodon a bit, but I'm excited to try to repaint my first Hammond Collection figure because that's going to be a lot of joints on it. When's the next live stream, Gary? That's a good question. Probably won't be for a bit. Maybe next week. Depends how soon I want to start working on that Blockies Ava Unit 1, because that's what I'm going to be working on next live stream. And then I will definitely have a Christmas unboxing from when Santa brings me a couple toys, we'll think. Probably be unboxing the Beast of the Mesozoic Stegosaurus there. Someone should make a true emoji meme, but like Truodon. Get this man a true. Live stream the Troodon repainting. I thought about that a lot, right? But you know, the live stream process ends up being so long. Like the Spinosaurus repaint took me from like 8 a.m. to like 5. It's a long process, and you know, Troodon would probably be shorter, but there's so much of like pausing to wait for it to dry and all that that I don't think I'd live stream it. Before you in stream, do you think Mattel would make any Ice Age Hammond Collection toys or no? Ice Age the movie? No. Ice Age, like, stuff, that would be pretty cool. I would love that. I don't think they'll do it anytime soon. Gary, would you send your Hammond Collection Bracky into space for $17 redues? No. Okay. There is only about a 25% chance Gary sees this comment after studying the patterns. Yeah, this thing goes fast. Next time I'm going to have to put it on 60-second delay. I have it only on 25. Yeah. Daniel Mendez says, I think Tarbo might be worse than Sino, not going to lie. Thank God he isn't canon anymore. And I have to agree with that. Tarbosaurus might be my least favorite Jurassic design ever. Jurassic World Mattel Dunkleostes would be fantastic. Can't wait for that if that happens. Gary, when you hit 100K subs, would you do something big by Classic Carno? I would love to. What do you guys think a good idea would be for 100K? I don't think I want it to just be a live stream. You know, it would be good if I finally track down the Hammond Collection Triceratops. That might be what I do for 100K. Is it true that Dunkleostes is coming this year? Yeah, I really hope they introduce a Megaraptorid at some point too. That would be great. Yeah, go for the Protoceratops and the Psittacosaurus. They look wonderful. Can you make the Giganotosaurus fight Spinosaurus? I mean, I could. Throw your Hammond Collection T-Rex out the window. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. I was actually kind of thinking for 100K, or at least for just some sort of anniversary. I used to make toy movies, when I was a kid, and I was just thinking about making one of those. It would be completely silly and nonsense, but it would be fun. I can guarantee you part of the plot in the toy movie would be that the Giganotosaurus and Spinosaurus kiss, or at least the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus would kiss. Mm. All right, guys. I'm pretty tired. I think I'm ready to get going. I've had a long day. But I thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me. A Hammond Collection Majungasaurus would be super sweet. As long as the Spino gets kissed, I'm watching. Have a great night, Gary. Thank you for the awesome stream. Thank you so much, Moonshark. At 100K, you should buy every subscriber a Hammond Collection Spino. OSIP, I don't think I can do that. Bye. Have a good day. Thank you, Vanny HP. You too. Bye. I'm so sorry. Hey, everyone, have a good night. Drive safe. Get home. It's like 5:15 here in Texas. Yeah, that's fair. Well, it's kind of late here. Pretty late for dinner. All right. Hasta la vista. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.